In the next few days, we will be covering the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus. I hope you guys can visit the channel and share the devotionals. Jesus was taken by Pilate's soldiers out of the city because they were not allowed to execute anyone within the city. They whipped him and they put on him the cross where he was going to be hung. When they saw that he couldn't carry his own cross, they forced a Jew that came from Cyrene, his name was Simon, to take up Jesus' cross and carry it all the way to the Mount Calvary. Pilate made an inscription. He wrote it, and it said, "Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews." When the Jews found out about the inscription, they got upset because Pilate had it nailed on the same cross where Jesus was going to be hung. And the Jews didn't recognize Jesus as their king, so they didn't like the inscription. But Pilate said, "I wrote it, and it will stay like that." It was written in Aramaic, Greek, and Latin. The Aramaic was the language spoken in the East and also in Palestine, where Jesus developed his ministry. In the eastern regions, we're talking about Babylon and Persia. The Greek was the language spoken to the other side, towards the west. We're talking about Egypt and the regions around the Mediterranean Sea. And the Latin was the official language spoken, or was the language of the Roman Empire. Pilate did this to show that he was in control of the situation, but it was Jesus indeed who was in control of the situation. Because even when Pilate did it only to show his authority, what he didn't know is that every single person that was coming to celebrate the Passover festivity and was walking by read the inscription, and they will keep that in mind. Jesus, King of the Jews, and will take that message back to their towns. That's the way the message of the gospel began to spread out. So I want you to ask yourself today, what am I doing to help further the message of the gospel? And the other question is, what else can I do to help further the message of the gospel? See you tomorrow.